So my name is Angie Jules. My main website is with Model Centro. It's angie-jules.com. I'm 23 years old and I'm actually a Ukrainian South African, and I currently reside in Durban, South Africa. The sites that I work on are mostly StreamMates, definitely StreamMates, my free cams, and definitely Flirt for Free. So those are the three sites that I actively work on. It's actually a funny story. I mean, I used to be such a shy, conservative chick, and I was managing restaurants and things like that. And because I'm from Ukraine, I wanted to meet more Ukrainian girls to speak Russian to. So I went to a strip club here in Durban, South Africa, just to meet some of them, you know, and like just to practice the language more. And I kind of became friends with them, you know, and they told me, honestly, they told me how much money they made, and they showed me that it's not that big a deal, you know. So I tried it out, and I realized that I'm actually quite an exhibitionist. So only then, and this was about 3 years ago, only about 3 years ago, I realized how much I enjoyed being on stage and performing for a group of people. And yeah, that's how I got into the adult industry first. It is the larger part of my income, but because of the lack of consistency, not only with the campsites but with myself, I can't allow it to be my only source of income. So I still do private stag parties. I don't have I don't work for anybody else. I only work for myself. I also do web design and, you know, the odd freelance jobs here and there. My background is very diverse. I was lucky enough to travel and to be adaptive because I come from so many different cultures. I've been raised by so many different people. My mother's always been pretty open-minded with me, so I was allowed to explore different aspects of myself. So, but I realized I'm quite the exhibitionist. Since dancing, I mean, since being an exotic dancer, I love the power that I get, you know, when I'm on stage, and I've always wanted to be a performer in any case. I'm not one who likes to be the center of attention really, but I do enjoy being watched because I feel that a woman is an artwork, so, you know, a woman should be watched, is meant to be looked at. My first day on cam was a total disaster. I think the first site I tried was Chatterbait, and I knew nothing about what I was doing. It lasted about 20 minutes of me trying to figure out what I'm doing. People angry at me because I wasn't responding to private messages. A whole bunch of people insulting me. It was just horrendous, I cannot tell you. My first week, research, as well as my first month, my first year. I was a little bit disappointed, I guess, because you know, I did expect to like get on and suddenly start making money, because like I did when I was stripping, but it's not like that. I had to do a lot of research in order to figure out the tips and tricks to actually making money and getting, you know, fans that actually come back and yeah, and support you throughout your whole webcam job, really. I mean, for a whole year I did not make money at all, really. I mean, the money that I made wasn't even enough to get paid out. So yeah, that's the honest truth. Within the first year, I don't know if there's other factors that maybe might have influenced that, like the fact that I'm in South Africa, so internet is very expensive this side, and it's just not as fast, I guess. And yeah, other than that, I did get discouraged a few times, but I've been researching, I've been persevering, and a year and a half later, I think I know enough to succeed. What do I love the most about webcam modeling? I've always wanted to start my own business and work for myself. I've always told myself that by the age of 25 I will be self-employed and doing well in my business. So that is definitely a pro, a pro in webcam modeling, because no matter how much you make it yourself, and it's based on your own hard work that you put in, and there's no boss to answer to. You set your own hours, you basically work for yourself, and that is always something I've aimed for. Another reason that I love webcam modeling is because of the fact that I am an exhibitionist, okay? And I love showing my body off. I love interacting with people. It's very cool to be able to interact. I mean, this world that we live in now, to interact with people so far away, and from overseas, from so many different countries, that really makes it fun for me. The fact that I can get to know people from anywhere in the world, that's another pro. Well, you do need to do your research, okay? You can't just have the best looks, be the stereotype supermodel, have the stereotype supermodel looks and succeed. That's not all it takes. You have to have some sort of knowledge of marketing. You have to do a lot of research. You have to connect with other webcam models. You have to read all the rules and regulations on every site. You have to be patient and consistent, and believe in what you're doing, because it's not an overnight success. That's one of them. Secondly, privacy is not always guaranteed, so you have to kind of be comfortable with the fact that your parents might find you on a site, your uncle might find you on a site, and you have to be comfortable with that. You have to be okay with that. I mean, personally, I am a proud webcam model. My mom has no problem with it. I have no problem with telling anybody I'm a webcam model. I love what I do, and I really don't care much what anybody else thinks about it. So you have to be comfortable with what you're doing. You have to be able to make peace with, and be proud, actually, of what you do. They do switch around depending on what the customer wants, but mainly I would fall under natural. A lot of guys like the fact that I am fully natural. The other one would be striptease, dancing, striptease. I do enjoy being like the bitch and telling them what to do, and a lot of guys do love that. So I like to be, my other niche would be dominatrix. It would be cosplay, maybe cuckolding shows. Recently I started doing. And as I do live sex shows, like with a partner, I always act as the bitch girlfriend, So those would be my niches. Well, sexually, I only recently started exploring what it is that I like and I don't like, and I must say webcam modeling helps quite a lot with that. Be yourself and invest in yourself. Be patient, be consistent. Like any job, you have to believe in yourself, especially jobs where you work for yourself. you'll always get better over time, like anything. It's not, I mean, I understand the whole new model status, but it only lasts about a week or two, and then after that everybody's over you. Explore yourself, you enjoy what you do, and you are consistent and carry on and believe in yourself, you invest in yourself, and you take it seriously, you will succeed.